When's your birthday?
August 23rd.
Oh,
Are y'all ready?
Of course.
we're ready.
All right, let's get right to it. Okay, first off, thank you guys for hopping on the Baller Pod. I know y'all have like a bunch of shit going on. You just opened up the barber shop. What do I call it? What's the barber shop?
ATMOS Barber Lounge.
Atmos. Okay,
Barber Lounge.
like atmosphere. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
For atmosphere, yeah.
Okay. All right, bet. Yeah. So before we get into it, just introduce yourselves, and just introduce yourselves, where you came from and everything.
My name is Max. I came from Fontana, California. I'm 29 years old, and I've been cutting hair for about roughly five years.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. My name's Edgar. I go by Edgar the Barber. I just work here, to be honest. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. It's nothing special, but I came from Rialto. Now I'm in Rancho. And I've been cutting for like about a year, like 3 months. A little bit of change.
My name's River. I'm from Riverside right here.
Okay.
Born in Riverside.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are both the owners, right?
Yes.
Me and Max.
River and Max. All right, bet. What made you guys want to open a barber shop in the first place? Like, can you just lead me, like, the months or the years leading up to this? Like, was it always in your mind to open a barber shop? Like, what? How did it even come to fruition?
So for me, myself, I'm gonna say the second I picked up the pair of clippers is the day I decided I wanted a barber shop. I wasn't sure where at. I wasn't sure how it was gonna happen. I just knew that one day it was inevitable. It was gonna happen. You know, with the consistency and the dedication I've given to this craft, I knew it was gonna happen. I wanted to be the best. You know, I think that's every barber. I mean, to pick up the pair of clippers, that's every barber's dream, is to have their own barber shop. So, I met a friend, and he introduced me to Rich, and I did my first haircut for Rich at his house. He called me up at like 10 o'clock at night.
Always gonna
Hey, can you come in right now, dog? I'm like, yeah. And like, usually I don't do house calls like that. If I do, I'm taxing a lot of money. Barbers know this. We tax for house calls, right?
You sure do.
And Bob's like, you know what? I'm gonna hook him up. You know, it's my boy. He's cool. You know, he's good peoples. So I went over there, cut his hair, you know, a few times, and then came to him one day in the barber shop, and he was like, hey, would you ever open a barber shop? And I was like, hell yeah. He's like, when? I was like, shit, today. He's like, all right, bet, like that. So, you know, that was like the end of the conversation. He calls me up maybe like a week later, and he's like, hey, we're gonna go look at units. We're gonna do this thing. You down? I said, yeah, I'm down. He said, all right, cool. Be here at this time. We looked at a couple units. You know, a couple of them were out of price range.
That was the both of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and our other partner.
Another
Eli.
partner too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not here right now, but you know, this was like the last one, right? The last unit we looked at.
Yeah, it was recommended by the realtor.
Yeah, and it was perfect. Like the ceilings were opened up. Everything was shelled out pretty much. You know, and 2 bathrooms, break room. It was perfect setup. So we get to measuring how many stations can we put in, and you know, we ended up saying, yeah, let's do it. So we ended up signing paperwork, and I think we got our keys like what? Maybe
Yeah, there was like 10 different design layouts. But
yeah,
we went with
just
this.
with this wall
This one
alone.
we had
Was
to work with.
How'd you guys like go about finding like a realtor and like finding a spot in the first place?
Super just do it attitude. Got in the car, drove around, found locations. Obviously the basics, you know, we like find main streets, find visibility, and then looked at a few. That's when we learned about all this extra stuff that they don't teach you about fire sprinklers and whatnot. So then the list got shorter for expenses. We didn't want to update the building to code moving in, so that's when we had a realtor show us the spot. He kind of put us on game and was like, well, I have all these listings. Let's go look at them. And then this was the last one, surprisingly, that he showed us. And Max walked in, and he's an energetic fella. This is my dream. This is my dream.
When you guys first walked in, you knew this was the spot?
I knew
He's the barber behind it.
I
So.
prayed on it, you know, that night I prayed on it, and I said, you know what, show me if this is the right choice I'm making, if this is the right spot, it's meant to be, it'll be. and God showed me, hey, boom, we're approved. So
Yeah, and he mentions the bathrooms because they have to be ADA compliant.
Okay.
So wheelchair accessible and
Oh yeah.
whatnot. So this place was, unfortunately, the business before us, they spent all the money to get it up to code, and then they didn't work out. So
What was the
kinda
business
fell
before
in.
you guys? Was it also a barber shop?
It was a gym.
Gym.
Oh, it was a gym?
Private gym.
As you can
Okay.
see, it's not that big of a gym. So,
Yeah, it's kind of small.
but
yeah.
I think COVID is what hurt them. They opened up 2019. COVID kind of shut
that,
that
and
down.
they had like
Yeah.
it's mostly like ellipticals and treadmills, from what I can
Okay.
picture
Yeah,
as far
it
as
wasn't a
the
big
outlets
weightlifting
go.
one.
I was like, there's a lot of outlets, but it tells me there's a lot of treadmills and ellipticals going on. Those, even the bikes.
Which
probably
worked in our
plug in.
favor because we need a lot of outlets, and those
Yeah.
require a lot of outlets.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, so that was kind of another perk. I mean, we were blessed. Finding
Yeah.
location was nice. It was a process, but we moved everything fast, and then
Within what, 2 months?
finding it was shorter than that. I think it was
No,
a
but
month.
building and
But
everything.
building and everything, 3 months total.
3 months
Between
total.
scouting, build
How?
out.
Okay, so when did y'all open? Like just a few months ago, right?
Soft
1st.
opening March,
Okay.
grand opening April 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's still details that we need to hammer
yeah,
on,
there's a lot
but
of
we're
stuff
open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that like with the handling construction, handling like just all the so my dad, he owns a daycare and he had to get up to code with everything, especially like when you have kids around.
Yep.
So like all that stuff. How did you guys handle like even just doing the construction? It's really modern, so like the lights, you got everything like super modern. You got TVs, you got TVs all across. Like how did you guys even set that up in the first place?
A lot of arguments.
Yeah. They're not even on.
I
but-
tell you right
Yeah,
now,
I know.
Yeah.
the TVs was such an issue for us.
Yeah.
It started with 55-inch,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, dude, they're fine, they're perfect.
I was thinking, but I'm not. I'm
Go
not-
ahead.
I was
You're gonna open up a can of worms again.
Yeah.
I said no TVs, but
Yeah,
I was
so
like
you
one
can't.
TV, like put a game on, put a fight on, but
Yeah.
they were like everybody needs TVs. I mean, they wanted to go crazy
Yeah, we
with
did.
TVs, and then that was a whole process. But
And then we put 55s up, and then he's like, oh, let's just go 75s. So,
yeah, and then when he threw the name Lounge in there,
Yeah.
it kind of
It's the place, man.
like now
That's
you're
what it
kicking
is.
it. You're gonna need TVs.
For real.
We're gonna have events, so the TVs made more sense. I'm glad we did it, and I'm glad we went with
Yeah.
75
Yeah,
because they
me
still
too.
look small.
I am.
Let's talk about that grand opening. So, when you guys first started up, you had a grand opening, a car meet out front. How'd you guys get that all set up? That was all Edgar.
That was all
car
me,
show.
man.
Okay, that was
He's a
smart.
big-
That was
big
cool.
car
Yeah,
buff right
car
here.
meet was him. For sure.
And did it work pretty well? Like, did it get a lot of eyes on you guys?
It's so
Shit was packed.
I mean,
yeah. There was a
yeah,
lot of
crowd.
people.
We got a video. We didn't show them the video, huh?
Oh,
A little
yeah.
recap. Well, we don't gotta do it now, but
Yeah, I'll show you guys.
but it
I'll
was,
play it. I'll edit it in
Yeah,
here.
tell your
Yeah,
boys
yeah,
to
yeah,
look
enough.
up ATMOS Barber Lounge. Click the link.
I mean,
We knew we
was-
need a grand opening. Every business needs a grand opening. And then talking with the guys at the shop, I mean, Edgar kept saying, "We need a car meet. We need to get this shit."
yeah, man.
Poppin'.
I
There needs
remember
to be a
one
lot
thing
of
they would
people.
tell me is just they're trying to keep it nice and cool, and I was like,
Yeah, that's my biggest concern because I've been to car meets and sometimes they get a little
yeah,
loud.
they get
It's
crazy.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah,
these
and
car guys
I was
get,
just
you know,
like, man, I was like, it's a grand opening. I mean, we got to go stupid. You know, it's the only way. And I'm a little connected with a couple, good friends of mine, and I got in touch with them, and they were down, and we're able to throw that meet, and now here we are, bro. Past our, grand opening.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you weren't there. I don't know why he didn't invite you.
Nah,
it was there.
Okay, well, that's another thing. So, as far as you guys marketing, I actually found out about you guys through a little flyer you put on my car at a gym.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man.
Some things
Bring it
work.
in.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
for marketing, like you did that, you did the car meet, you do that. What else do you do? Because I see you do social media. Like, how did you guys get people in the doors first? Like, besides the car meet.
Hustling.
Basically just word of mouth, bro. I mean, that's the biggest marketing tool, and that's what I tell these guys is social media works, but there's nothing goes further than toe to toe, with your clients.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
that's the best form of marketing. It's always going to be the top tier marketing is face to face marketing because they want to see a face behind who's running the business. They want to make sure they feel comfortable.
And
where
every
they're going.
barber here has their own following. So it's like, you got, I think at that time there was like 9 of us strong, 9 people I don't know how many clients each person has, but when you just shoot that out, just getting their clientele alone to support them as a barber fills the place out.
Right.
And then family and friends and
Yeah.
word of mouth, car show. We had a dope ass, what was it, Rubens?
Smoking Rubens. Shout out
Smoking
Smoking
Rubens.
Rubens.
For
They
sure.
did,
God bless them.
They got
food
some
vending.
bomb ribs, man.
So they
Check
have a
'em out.
following. Everybody had their
They
own
came and they
individual-
catered you guys? or?
Yeah.
So good.
Okay.
They sold their product, so
good.
they just came here to, spread their name too. And
They're actually they do like the Rancho Cucamonga farmers market night that they have.
It's like a food truck or?
It's like a more of a
Like a
tent, I guess you could say.
smoke
Yeah.
barbecue.
Okay.
Yeah, smoked
Brisket and-
smoked brisket sandwiches.
Sounds
smoked
hella good.
Brisket
was
mac
good.
and
Yeah.
cheese,
Bro.
mashed potatoes. It's all good. Yeah, very good.
Gas.
Highly recommend it.
I put a little extra salt on it though.
Yeah, no, I came out here. I came out here from Denver, and I was expecting. I don't know why, but one time me and the bros came out here, and we are looking for a barbecue, because one of my bros was visiting from Denver, and Cali just don't. They just
Is it-
don't.
is
Yeah,
They
barbecue
just
big
don't
in
have the
Denver?
best barbecue. I swear. No, it was
No.
down in Irvine.
But I mean, in Denver, is it big out there?
No, it's really not. We have like chili. Like we have like
Yeah,
green chili,
chili.
because chili grows out there naturally.
Got it.
So like that's what's big in Denver.
That's where chili's wild.
Yeah, and like hiking. Like
Yeah.
it's really not food. It's just like skiing and hiking and shit like that. But
right.
yeah. And then as far as your guys, like, did you guys have any prior business experience at all? Like owning a business at all or anything
No,
like
no.
that?
Just management.
For me myself, just my personal business, and all barbers. I mean, we're all independent
Yeah.
contractors at
Okay.
the end of the day, so
Yeah.
that's our business. Believe it or not, all these guys, they are entrepreneurs. Whether they believe it or not, yeah, they're an entrepreneur. They run their own booking system. They handle their own clientele. They know customer service. Time management. That's it comes with their own business. That's their business. So.
Okay.
For sure.
But as far the shop I came from, I helped open that one up. Got it to a pretty good, respectable name, along with the others that I worked with there too. So when I was working there, it helped me get ready to open up my own shop. Does that make sense? So I learned a lot of what to do, and I learned a lot of what not to do.
Right.
So I just kind of implied stuff from there, from other shops I've been to, and just took the good and just put it into here.
But still learning.
You're
every
still
day.
learning for sure.
It's a learning
Yeah,
process.
you can't prepare for this. Even if we went to college
Oh God, no.
to be in business, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna
Yes.
put you on where you're like, I got this.
Yeah.
You got to jump in. You definitely got to dive in.
For real. That's something that I've been dealing with right now is like choosing, because I play ball. So if I don't get the offer that I want and I choose to not continue football, some of my family members want me to go and, do college and take that route. But I have like a lot of my entrepreneurial family members or friends, they'll have college degrees, but they don't use their degree in their field of work and their what they
I
do.
see that all the time.
Do you guys have college degrees and you guys see the benefit in that?
I'm a
Or
college dropout,
Bro, honestly, bro, I was only able to get through barber school.
Yeah.
That was probably the only school
I
at
joined-
high school, But other than that,
I
Yeah.
joined for fashion, but that was it. I'm still practicing that on the side. That's my
fashion,
passion.
like making clothing or what?
Clothing.
it's right
Okay.
here. That's his brand
And
right
SK,
there.
shout out
brand.
Oh,
SK.
that's your brand.
That's
Yeah,
him.
this is
Okay.
my brand right here.
Okay, when did that start?
2006 was my first, I think, shirt we made. So 2006, but even before then, as a kid, I pretended to have a brand in junior high and shit,
Okay,
doing drawings and whatnot. And
okay,
yeah, I think that was always what I wanted to do, but I always go the route of what makes money right now, so it always gets pushed off. But I think the next chapter of my life, I'll focus more on my fashion and designing.
okay.
Yeah.
That's tough. I just interviewed the two brothers who own the fashion company. So
Right.
yeah, that's a huge business right now. Like you got Hellstar blowing up. You guys know Hellstar?
Oscar, Hellstar.
He
We
knows
found
about.
out yesterday,
Yeah.
literally yesterday, about Hellstar, the brand.
No, Hellstar stuff. So the story of the Hellstar owner is actually crazy. He was working at Starbucks a year ago.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Nice.
And now
Which
he's-
Starbucks? Where at? Out this
Who
way?
knows? Shoot, I don't.
Oh,
Just
shit.
a
I
random
don't even know.
Starbucks out there, huh?
But he was working
Yeah,
at
small
Starbucks a
world.
year ago, and now he owns a multi-million-dollar
Yeah, he's doing
clothing
it.
brand.
I saw
So
it.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
yeah, so that's crazy how it could blow up like that.
And
Okay,
it's
yeah.
still, and look at it, it's still blowing up because we just found out literally yesterday. Put that on everything.
Yeah.
It's funny. Somebody showed us the Instagram.
Are you guys into fashion? Because I see the Yeezys. I see you got your own fashion, the hat and everything.
Yeah.
We try to dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But I
the
mean,
work
fashion,
uniform right here.
Try to be a little
You know?
trendy.
It could get expensive.
Hey, it's
So
the
you
uniform
gotta
for the
stay
day.
in your lane, unfortunately.
Right.
But there's some shit out there that we'll dabble in when we get up there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Did want to know, like, why, out of everything, I guess because you had prior barbering experience, that's why you opened a barbershop. Like, was there ever any idea, like, something outside of a barbershop, like something
Oh yeah.
different?
Yeah, for sure.
What was that?
So I mean, I obviously don't have the money for it, but I was thinking more of a club, like.
That's a good one right there,
Adult
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it out there. We know what
Adult,
kind of club.
yeah, adult club. You
Know what we're doing.
You want to do the booty
Yeah,
club?
yeah.
That'd be something I would want to
This
venture into.
I mean, obviously, because of the fashion, I want to do a boutique. But I always wanted to own my own business. Not just to be my own boss, but just to kind of do something I love and not, like, have to wake up and stress, like, gotta go to work. Oh, fuck. It's Friday, finally. Like, just to dread going to work. It's not
Yeah.
something I want to do.
You just get stuck in that rat race.
Right. And I'm wasn't a barber by trade, so it's not like a barber was the first place, but a barbershop is a dope community. It is culture. It is the conversations, the people you meet.
Yeah.
Again, for fashion too, I think it's big. It's the different people you meet, different styles, and you learn a lot. It feels like not high school, but you do get to stay on trend a lot, talk about topics that are current a lot. Much like a podcast, it feels like a podcast up in here every day.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
barbershop's a dope place to be. I mean, this environment is sick, and we're just trying to start out, but this is gonna be the spot. I
Yeah,
think for the IE for
it's
sure.
a fun spot, bro. It's a fun experience, you know.
Yeah, these guys are more, they got years behind it being in a barbershop. I was just a client for a long time, so I only got my hour 15 in, and then I got a dip, but it was a good time. Now being here on the day to day is super sick, and except for the gambling.
What you mean? Y'all be betting?
I feel
Yeah,
like that's
man.
what
Shout out Prize
I
Picks.
feel like Prize Picks. All
Nah,
that,
shout
they
out
only
Flip,
market to
man.
barbershops.
Yeah.
They know, like, yeah, we're gonna get them.
Nah, for real. If you guys
Y'all
are
be-
watching this,
y'all be making
Flip.
money?
You make your
Flip
money,
is
and
where
then
it's at.
you'll throw it all in that day. Like, fuck it, let's go. Speaking of Denver, won some money betting against Denver. I'm sorry, man.
Shoot, I won money betting against Denver. Shit. Oh, wait, the Nuggets? The Nuggets?
The
or-
Nuggets.
Oh, the
right
Nuggets.
now,
I was thinking the
playoffs.
Broncos. I bet against the Broncos.
The
I made some
Broncos
bread
too,
off
bro. I
that.
made money
Yeah.
against them too.
Yeah. Shit.
You
You
lived
think
out there
we're
when the
you think we're
Broncos-
finna get sweeped? You been watching it
No.
recently?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Yeah.
I watched these first two.
There's been some crazy
I don't think you'll get
games.
sweep. There's no way you'll get sweep. You
Mm-hmm.
can't. But I think the series is gone for Denver.
Yeah, it's very.
But it's expected. To
Yeah.
go back to back is so hard.
Especially in Minnesota.
I don't know what it's like to be in Minnesota. I haven't heard much about that stadium, but
Yeah.
I know Denver's a tough place to play.
Yeah. Because we lost twice. We lost 2 in a row in Denver.
Which is
And now we're going to Minnesota.
That's a shock. That's why the money was good though,
Yeah.
because no one expected that.
You bet. That's what you bet on
I bet on Minnesota.
But to be honest,
for both games.
twice, yeah.
Oh,
Well, once
shit.
they won the first one, I was like, "Fuck it, I got extra money now. Let's go with the
Yeah.
second one." The second one was a blowout. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, "Damn, I should have put my whole life on that one."
I mean, Anthony Edwards, man, you can't bet against him though.
Edwards
I
is
mean,
Yeah.
Edwards is
dope,
going pretty
young
crazy.
cat.
He's going
I
nuts.
think Oklahoma though, after last night,
Oh,
I'm scared.
yeah, that's true.
I think they go all the way.
Yeah.
I'll put it right there.
I honestly only watch the Nuggets for real.
You
but-
should watch Oklahoma play. They're crazy.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
heard.
young.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even expect the Nuggets to go that far as of right now. But
I mean, you guys are
They're
strong.
low key good, and
Strong.
they played good this
Except
whole
for fucking-
season.
Homie got a little sour, threw an ice pack on the court.
oh
That
yeah,
is true. I
Jamal
saw
Murray.
that.
They
Yeah.
were harassing him so crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, that was insane. So going into the barbershop again though, how do you like when you first opened it, what was the biggest struggle that you guys had to deal with? Like, because you guys aren't really coming from like owning a business. You guys are businessmen as barbers, but you're not like business owners at the same time. So you guys come out of pretty
And that's
much
one thing we
coming in
kinda
fresh.
Talk about a lot. Me and Rich, we talk about that a lot. That topic, because I'm such a nice guy. I had to tap into that. boom, it's got to be business. We can't take care of nobody. It's got to be business, you know. And the hardest thing for me is like I've been on this side of the barbershop, you know, the business side of things, of being
the barbering of it.
Exactly, yeah. And then so I know how it feels. And then I'm on the other side, and I'm like, man, this shit sucks, you know.
Right. The ownership.
It's beautiful. It's a great thing, but at the same time, it's like, man, like, you know, I kind of gotta learn how to. I'm still learning how to be more of that business type of guy, and how to just, yeah, exactly. So, but I think the hardest part is just keeping everybody focused and on board and keeping everybody happy. I think that's the hardest part. And I mean, every barber owner can relate to that. Just keeping everybody happy.
Yeah.
Keeping every barber just, you know, on board and happy and just content where they're at, and, you know, catering to their needs. You know, I think that's the hardest part for me.
One of the biggest learning curves for me has been like any other place you work or anything else you do. If there's an issue, there's some drama, there's this. Just working at a place, you're just like, oh damn, that's crazy, and you kind of go about your day.
Yeah.
As a business owner, it's like that's your problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh damn, that's crazy. Wait,
That's your
I gotta
job.
handle that. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And we had a, bro, I swear you can't write this shit. The fucking patio back here.
Oh
that shit
shit.
caught on fire.
Oh,
Caught
for
on
real?
fire.
Recently?
Angel
Recently,
saved us.
bro.
Angel saved-
That's a prime
Bro, like
example
last
right
week.
there. Damn, that's crazy.
A prime
Damn.
example of like,
How did that happen?
wait a minute, this place is about to burn down. What are you talking
Still
about?
don't know. We still don't know how it happened.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean,
You can't. It don't matter how it happened. It's just
just,
it happened.
yeah,
We got to
at least-
fix it.
yeah.
It's like that's you have to embrace solutions. You can't point fingers.
but if I
It's
was
just-
on this side, I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. Let me take a picture and
Yeah,
videotape
if I was,
this shit, you
if
know?
I was just a barber,
But now
I'd be
y'all
like,
gotta find.
oh,
So
shit.
what are you guys doing to deal with that? Because is there damage? I assume there's a little damage. Yeah.
But the fire department didn't mark it as like, what's the word, like?
It's just burnt. It's not
Like
like
hazardous.
burned
Yeah,
down.
it's
Okay.
still the
It's
structure
charred.
is still
Yeah.
good.
It just got
It
a little
just
bit of
looks
color
burnt.
to
It
it.
has
show
a
you
little
how
bit of texture to it
It's
now.
toasted.
It just
Yeah.
got a little flare now.
Yeah,
it's
it
got
has
a
a
little
little
flavor
taste
to
to
it
it.
It's got a little
For
flavor
sure.
now,
Literally
so.
got a little flair.
Literally, yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So like, what do you guys do? How do you handle that? Like, balancing like being friends with the barbers and also being their boss at the same time. Like, I want to hear this from
Shit.
your side as well, Edgar,
Yeah.
like being the barber. If you want to answer that first, how
I
do you?
mean, honestly, bro. I mean, the way I see it,
He hates
I mean, at the end of the day, it's business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one thing a lot of people I feel like misunderstand is just confusing friendship with business. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're homies, but let's make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. It just depends. I feel like it depends on the person and how they view their business. You know what I'm saying? Myself, I mean, I take business very seriously. So when I talk to them, bro, you got to talk to them, you know, they're my bosses. They hired me. You know what I'm saying? They're the reason why I'm over here in Rancho. But yeah, man, you just can't get confused with friendship and business. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they got families to feed. I got to feed mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. I mean, I just respect. You know, obviously don't horse around. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, other than that, man, just respect them and just take business. You know, just be focused on the business and making sure, you know, business gets executed. And towards the end of the day, you guys could become homies and just, you know, go around, drink together, you know, have fun. You know what I'm saying? The point is to low-key just get the bread. California's getting expensive, man.
Man,
It's like they're
Save a lot for
taxing.
the people
What's
on
it
the
like?
back.
Yeah, California is getting
Denver's expensive?
expensive.
shoot, honestly, I just started paying rent when I came out to Cali,
Gotcha.
which was crazy. So it's crazy. When I first moved out here, it was down in Mission Viejo.
Yeah.
So it's like Orange County,
So it's
one of the
expensive
most
there.
expensive areas, yeah. And it was me and 6 dudes in a 2-bedroom. So me and 6 dudes in a 2-bedroom. We're all on the same football team.
Oh,
And
damn.
yeah, we like 2 dudes in my room. Me and Z-Roy were in my room. We had David and damn, that's crazy. I forgot his name.
Don't say that.
Sorry, bro.
Damn, that is.
David and the homie wide receiver homie in the living room, and then we had 2 other dudes in the other room. And yeah, it's crazy. Once you move out here, like the expenses are just insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
How much for each of you guys paying?
we get taxed.
we're each paying like 600,
Oh shit.
which is kind of crazy still, like
Yeah.
balancing school and football.
With 6
Yeah.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with 6 people.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
sounds right.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So what about from your guys' point of view, like the whole side of how you handle
Business.
you know, business with?
I think we're both pretty
It's-
much on the same page with that.
Everybody has the same objective here. Like he's saying, people
Yeah.
got families to feed. If they don't have a family, they got to feed themselves and pay their own bills.
They
So
got
everybody does come here on a business mindset. So it's not like we try to have a good time. We try to balance it and make the right decisions so that we can create a space where customers feel welcome, right? And everybody's on the same page. So it's not a lot of like having to boss people around. I mean, like he mentioned
Yeah.
earlier, every barber runs their own business. They know the drill. They know what people want,
What
don't
to
want. They
expect,
know
yeah.
what's respectable and not. And as far as people taking things personal, again, that's
That's
their
on you.
choice.
Yeah.
If they want to take it like, oh, this fool's singling me out. Like, no, we're just trying to create a environment for
Yeah.
everybody that everybody can
Like
equally-
a family, man. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Right.
You
At,
know.
at the end of the day, these guys know that. These guys, I love all these guys. You know, they're the reasons why my lights are on.
I feel like it's a lot like a football team. You
I
know,
think, yeah,
When you
exactly
guys all
like that.
came
There's a time and
together.
place
You
for
got to
it.
make sure the team
When
works.
you're in practice, you know, you're out there hustling. You're grinding with your boys. You're grinding. You know, you're,
Yeah.
you're doing
Everybody
the drills
gotta do
together.
their
And when
own
the
job.
coach,
Yeah.
when the coach yells at
When
you,
one
There's
person
like-
gets in trouble, y'all and
Some
everybody's
people-
in trouble.
take it personal, or some people
Yeah.
are like, damn, okay, I gotta.
But when you guys win that
He's right,
championship,
you
it's
know?
like boom.
It's like we
champagne
did it
bottles are
together,
popping.
man. That's what
Yeah.
it is. You know.
We're just trying to make each other better.
Yeah.
Facts.
Right.
Give tips and tricks, and everybody's. It's a big family, and it is a team. Eventually,
Yeah.
once, you know, we're like a full solid year in here, I feel like we'll be a almost
Indestructible.
like a blood family. Like
Yeah.
it'll
Indestructible.
be different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Sure.
just break it down real quick for the listeners? What, like, how does the business of owning a barbershop work? Like, as far as like the barbers renting their own place, like, how does the business of owning a barbershop work?
Yeah. So there's 2 options. You can do commission, or you can rent your own booth. If you have your own clientele and you're performing at a higher level as a barber, ideally you want to rent. So that would be, you just run your own seat, you run your own schedule, you run your own thing. As far as what the shop expects from you, it's the requirements aren't much. I mean, we would like that you're here more just to accept clientele that comes in and walk in, so that we have people, you know, to serve people. But essentially, you're your own business owner, and then the commission side is you're just here, you work, you grind it out, you get clients, you're building your name up, you're building.
Do you have
your
a
brand.
schedule in the commission side
Yeah.
of it? Like,
Yeah.
they'll make a schedule for you?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
so. Yeah, we communicate with them and see what their schedule is, and then they pick, and then those are the days, those are the hours they're on.
Okay.
You know, some people work other jobs too as starting out,
Mm-hmm.
so they're doing the balancing act of making money to pay bills and then chasing their dream.
Yeah, to
their
make that
passion.
transfer to becoming a real full-time barber.
What,
Like our boy, he came here, he became a full time.
Yeah, man.
yeah, could you talk about that, Edgar? Like, just kind of getting into it as a barber, like balancing, you know, your other job. You did, 'cause
I was
you-
a server before.
Yeah, you were a server, yeah.
I was a server at Pescador. It was honestly tough, bro. I mean, I'm still, you know, going through it. But little by little, you know, eventually, you know, we'll be booming and everything. But it's tough, man. It is tough, you know, having a full-time job and still participating in school, because that's what my situation was. I had to go to barber school still. And on top of that, get better, man. Because honestly, that's what it is. You know, your skill level is what's going to bring you your, you know, your people, your clients. And it was tough, man. It was honestly tough. I remember I would just call my homies and be like, damn, bro, like, I'm tired of this job, you know? Because honestly, like, being a server, it's it's really good money, but you're running, bro. You're running, you know? I ain't gonna lie, I haven't ran in so long until I hit that job, and I was like, damn, you know? But it teaches you skill, like, you know, talking to clients and everything. But it's real tough, bro, trying to make that transfer and, you know, making sure you're able to provide that service for these clients to keep coming back, so you don't got to go back to a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, we don't want to work for anybody. You know, why make someone else rich when I can make myself rich? You know what I'm saying? All it is just a plan and just sticking to it, bro. But, you know, California is expensive, you know, whether it's bills, and just other types of stuff. Life happens, man, and it gets expensive. And you know, when you're building your clientele, it takes a little toll on you, bro. But honestly, you just gotta hang in there and just keep going and just growing, man. And luckily for me, you know, Max hit me up, and I was already full-time barber, but he hit me up and gave me the opportunity to come over here. So I just had to, you know, I was like, all right, I'm down to be part of something great. You know, it's gonna take time, but great things take time, man. Great team for sure.
He jumped, and everybody else who jumped on the day one and opened with us is going to be the
He jumped
reason.
in before anything was even done.
Yeah.
Were the floors done yet or no?
No, it was just the floors were made. I built
floors
that
had-
station right there, man.
floors-
Like
yeah.
I
He
hope.
didn't even pick the station.
He didn't
Yeah,
even
I
pick a
was
station.
a-
There was no stations in here yet. It was like the floors were still
Yeah,
low
he
key
was-
kind of wet. I'm not gonna lie. We stepped on these, and
There's some mistakes.
there's some,
Yeah,
we got a
those
couple
are-
signatures in here
that's
from
A
our
couple,
meeting.
couple
But yeah,
flaws,
he
but
was one of the
character
first
now.
people to step in the shop.
I was.
Nothing was even done yet. Like
there's nothing here, bro. I remember when
Yeah.
I first came here, I didn't even cut hair for like the first 5 days of being here until
You
it
were
hit.
just helping him
He was
set
just
it up,
helping set
or
I was just helping out, man. Like, well, at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
we-
like I gotta get to know these guys.
We
'cause-
move fast, so
Yeah, well, yeah. On top of that, you know, but
We
I gotta
jumped
get to
in.
know him. You know, he doesn't know me. He just hit me up based off, you know, my work. But I need to get to know him. I gotta know who my boss is. And
Like-
of course, I gotta meet him too. You know what I'm saying? Because there's multiple owners. But
if we did a number 2, we'll take more time for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
at least 6 months.
But we
please.
did it fast. We did it fast, and then everybody who joined day one is got like the most mad respect for me. I love them.
they're all still here. Everyone that
Yeah,
joined
yeah.
day one.
Yeah, we lost
Two.
two,
yeah, unfortunately,
but they're gonna come
They're
back.
coming back. Just
Oh,
to get-
okay.
They have to get their
They
paperwork
gotta do
together
some stuff.
as far as licensing goes and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And,
Um,
you know, get them back into school.
Are you guys fully booked? Like as far as like, there's how many Caesars?
no, we're accepting clients.
You're
people
accepting.
don't
No,
know
not
you're-
not
They're-
fully booked. Like
no,
not as
no,
far as
I'm
clients, but as
teasing.
far as barbers.
Oh,
Like, are you guys fully
Oh,
like are all these
so-
seats?
We got
just
one
right
door
now, I was
right
on my
behind
phone
us, last
texting.
seat right
Okay.
here.
no, actually, I was just on my phone texting right now.
Oh,
He
shit.
confirmed he's taking
Here we
that
go,
chair
look.
tonight.
Is that the dude
Sick.
that came in earlier?
No, that
We
was
just
the
fully
guy.
booked right
Yeah,
now
so
on the
now-
podcast. That's right.
Let's go.
Full staff.
shit.
Full
Yeah.
staff. You guys hear
Let's
that?
go.
full staff, full
staff.
team.
This dude, he's like, I'm
And
trying
Oscar
to get my
just moved
haircut,
to the
bro.
front.
Oh God,
Oscar
he's
goes to the
like,
front,
man,
you know,
get me
Oscar's
out
in
of
the
here.
front.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're full staff. Now we can start, you know, rocking and rolling, all hands on deck now, and then start looking more into the future. Now we can do more stuff like this podcast. We have more time.
The
for
bigger
it.
plans.
Yeah,
you
more
know what I'm saying?
promotion now. Now
We
we
have a lot
promote,
more
we
time to
get the
do other
name
stuff.
out there, and
That was the hardest part for me, I think, as an owner, is just hiring barbers and hiring the right barbers, hiring the right staff. Because I've been to barber shops where, you know, there's just a lot of headbutting going on, and like some of the guys, they just don't get it. As far as being a team player, they don't get it. And there's
A lot of people
yeah,
take it
so that's
personal.
where, like, it's
People like barbers. Yeah.
it's like a team. See, you're trying to mix people. There's different positions,
And
different
there's so many
personalities.
different. I got
You're trying to
18
get them
chairs
all
in
to
here.
assemble and
Yeah.
be in the same building and perform together. You don't want to have
A
you
lot
don't-
of
yeah,
headbutting.
you don't
Because
need no
honestly,
enemies.
the shop vibe is what makes it fun. That's what makes me want to
Exactly.
come here. That's what makes when the client comes, it's like if he sees everybody's cool, it makes them more comfortable. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Bro.
Instead of like, oh, they hate each
I
other.
feel
man.
the
It's
energy
just-
between these two. You know, I hear them talking smack to him over there, and the next thing you know,
And then the clients see that as well.
exactly,
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah,
not
exactly.
a, it's not
It's
a
not
good
the
very
environment.
unprofessional.
Yeah, so that was the hardest part, I think, is just getting full staff.
But honestly, you guys did a good job though. You know, finding the
I
right
think so.
people.
yeah.
I
So
feel
far,
like-
everybody's mixing.
Yeah,
But
everybody
again,
here
I think
just
that's
fits
just that
in.
community. That barber community is like that. Everybody's like real respectable, hardworking,
for the most
loving,
part.
hustler mentality.
Yeah, man. Like we said, we're
So-
trying to get the championship. You know, trying to win the Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
in the barber world, you know.
Yeah.
But we gotta have a good team, man. We gotta be stacked. That's what they call it. You know, we gotta
Right.
be stacked and you know have the best team players, and just honestly,
Yeah, and
teach each other, you know?
Everybody's helping each other perfect the craft. And
exactly, man.
level up to the next level to where, besides having a dope atmosphere, dope location, dope barbers, we giving out some crazy ass cuts. So we're trying to get like this is
This
that
is a spot.
$150
Yeah.
haircut.
This
This
is
is you
Right.
getting it for a normal.
Point
fair
is
price.
just to be
Yeah.
You
the
know.
face
What do you
of
guys
Rancho.
What do you guys think about that? Because I've seen dudes like Lil Baby or like just a bunch of rappers paying like 100,000 for a haircut, like, do you guys really think? I feel like
Can it
no
get
way a
there?
haircut can be worth
It's
that
not
much.
worth
It
that
could
much,
make
but I think
you-
they just show love.
It could
Yeah,
make you,
yeah.
a haircut
'Cause they
could
got
make
it
you
like
feel
that,
like
so.
$1 million, but it
there's
shouldn't cost $1
some
million.
okay, I don't want. Oh yeah. I
Oh, go.
But there's some Instagrammers out there, influencers, that will tell their client, hey man, just tell them up to the camera like, oh, just tell them it's $150 cut and you drove from this
Okay.
amount of miles away for the cut, and it's all for show. It's all for
Yeah,
it's
you
all
can't
for the
believe
views.
everything on the social
Yeah,
media. you
right.
know?
Probably
So
got it for free.
yeah, there's a lot of that going on, but
Because they're trying to promote their price to the
Here's the
to
thing
the
with me.
masses.
So they'll have influencers come in, get a cut, and then
Correct.
do
Yeah,
it for
honestly,
free
just
and be
they're
like, oh,
part-
you paid
You paid.
500.
The
or
way I
something.
would say
Oh,
they're
I'm cutting
leech
a
onto
little
their
baby
name.
for $300.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or whatever. 100 grand. Did you really pay 100 grand? Was that a thing?
No, it's like 1,000 or so. I don't
It
even
was
know.
something crazy.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Sometimes
Maybe it
they're
was
paying-
Quavo. I don't
if
even
you-
know who it was.
The
I would
price
do
point
that.
sometimes is for the convenience too.
Right.
So there's that factor. It's not just the haircut. It's can you come out to me tonight? I'm in fucking Denver. Oh shit! Well,
Like
I'll
fly
pay, I'll
out
pay you
to-
2 G's. Yeah. Okay, cool. Like that could happen.
I feel
Something like
like-
that because of the convenience, and you want that specific barber because they know how to do your head. Maybe they cut with them before, so that could drive a price point up for sure. But if you're just walking in a shop or booking an appointment with your barber at a shop, I don't think $100 haircut, 150 is real when they post about it.
And
But
if
going
it
to
is,
a house,
you
it
know,
is.
more
Yeah.
Yeah,
views,
congrats.
goals.
Yeah, that's a goal right there. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
more
You
power
know,
to them, you know, but
make a whole paycheck
me,
in one
myself,
day.
I've never been all about, taxing and doing all that. It's just a haircut at the end
I
of the day
feel,
for me.
yeah, I feel
I don't
like
charge my clients what I wouldn't pay. Does that make sense?
true.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
how
like
I-
for you, you're not a barber. Where's your max?
My max, the most I've ever paid for a haircut is probably like the most was ever like 50, but like to get a retwist, that's completely different.
Oh, yeah,
you guys
yeah.
do that here?
We have a
We
braider.
have a braider.
So you guys have a
She
braider.
does-
Yeah,
Shout out
she's
Mimi's
dope.
braider.
Y'all
Yeah,
gotta
for
get
sure.
someone who
Shout
can
out
do
Mimi's for sure.
dreads.
I think she
See,
could.
She does
I'm gonna
everything,
call
bro.
her right now
If
and
she
ask
can
her.
do, if she can give
twists.
retwists, like I know some people that
I'm
would
gonna
come
call
in.
her
Bro,
Spend like what?
Hey,
And
on-
spend-
350,
I never
Yeah, you
seen
could-
like the
you
type
could
of
charge,
work,
like,
but
a lot
yeah,
for
she
that.
gets
Right,
down.
right.
Yeah, mine, especially mine.
But
like,
that's a specialty item.
200 at least. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
But like for a haircut,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
line
yeah.
lineup and everything.
And the haircut and everything.
Well, you're
Calling
on.
that.
Are we
Okay,
calling?
What is it? Dreads or retwists?
It's a
We got
it'd be
you.
a retwist
Get on the mic. Get on the
or
mic.
like instant locks. It just depends because locticians can
We'll
do
see if she
everything.
picks up. She's
See, right?
she's
and
a
then-
full time
and that
mom.
number
so,
you said, the 50,
and
is
she goes to
kinda-
college, so we'll
it's
see if she
becoming the
picks up.
standard going rate. I
Mm-hmm.
think across the board
I don't think she's gonna pick
for
up.
experience and talent. and
Yeah.
stuff.
Let us down.
Yeah,
and-
no,
and-
she's gonna let us
And it
down.
makes you feel different. It does change your demeanor, your attitude. It makes you who you are. It's
Can't
part
pick
of
it
your
up.
outfit. It's like fashion.
You feel fresh, man.
It's- everything speaks about you, right? How you carry yourself, your word choices,
Yeah,
your
for sure.
decisions in life in general. But
Yeah.
the haircut is definitely big. I mean, you've seen
Mm-hmm.
the transformation videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
Some people go in looking raggedy, which I am
Homeless.
right now. This is my barber right here, but I'm a little raggedy right now. He don't got no time for me.
You better cut you up after this.
So I had to come on here looking like this. Excuse me.
Wow.
We'll talk to him about that later.
That's
Might have to
crazy.
go to Oscar again.
That's crazy.
Wait, hold on.
Look at him. He's ready. Look at him. See that?
Hey, you know what? You got me.
Hey,
Oscar will have
Matt.
you feeling. Hey, quote him. Quote him. Oscar will have you feeling delicious.
No, he's the type of hits you up. So look at it's like 3 o'clock and he hits you up at like 2:55. Hey, you got time right now, bro?
Yeah, but I'm in the.
Hey, now hold on, Max. Hold
That's
on.
you.
I'm
Hey,
not hitting
Matt.
him up on the phone. I'm in the same building. Like, hey, you got an opening? This so I'm hungry right
Hey,
now.
what's crazy is you got 17 other barbers.
Yeah, I know. I try to stay loyal though. You know.
What do y'all think about that? Like cheating on your barber. Like we'll get into the business
I
after
don't
this, but
fuck
like,
with
I don't. I mean,
I mean, if I don't have the time, cool, go ahead. Or if I'm out on vacation, cool, go ahead.
Right,
But
right. You need
If
to
it's
get
the
a
type
cut.
of I tell red flags. I'll be like, oh, so he used to cut your hair, and be like, oh, I went to this barber, but yeah, I didn't like the way he did this and that. And then before him, I went to this barber. I'm like, oh, so you're just a barber.
You're a
hopper.
tough client. too.
yeah,
You're a
Yeah.
barber hopper.
There's some
Right.
people out there that are like just too particular, and but then that's the other side is sometimes not just about the haircut. It's if they just get along with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's
and
like
if they
90%
like
of it.
you, yeah, that is definitely.
I feel like, I mean, I personally don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because then, if you show the client that you care and like he's bothered,
Yeah.
that's gonna make him very uncomfortable.
What?
Like if a client was to come in, like say you cut them up one week and then they came in the next day and they
I don't act bothered at all.
like yeah, I feel like if you're
Yeah,
like
you
if
don't
you just
wanna do
show
that.
that
You
like
can't show
you're like you care, like damn you cheated on me, bro. Like
I mean, it's annoying when they go and get pushed back. Like,
Yeah,
the
that is
bars
true,
go back
but-
here, then I'm like,
you know they gotta learn the hard way, you know. But I
Yeah.
mean, other than that, you just gotta make the client just feel comfortable. Like if I like, all right, I cheated on him, but he
Unless-
doesn't care. I'm gonna keep coming
unless
back.
it's Gus, we make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, Gus, if you're watching this,
Gus be hopping.
I'ma let it
Gus
slide.
cutting his own hair right now.
nah, I cut him up, and next thing you know, I seen him in someone else's chair. I was like, like I'm repping his brand. Is this how you're gonna
no,
do?
Gus is another friend of ours that
Yeah,
comes
he's-
in, and
Yeah, he's a really good cat, bro. He's
He
sick.
hasn't picked his barber yet. He's trying everybody.
Yeah,
out.
he's
I
being
think
a
he
little.
might. I think it might be Oscar
I
now.
think it might be.
I don't know.
You're
I
back
think
to
he might
back.
be a whore. I
You
might
got
have
the
to
back
burn
to
this
I thought it
shirt or
was Edgar
something.
for a
Yeah.
while.
Well, I was cutting him, and then just
He left him.
it's all
he-
So
good.
that's a prime example of barber hopper. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? But
But it's cool. At the end of the day,
It's all
like,
love at the end of the day.
yeah, it's love.
As long as
man.
it stays in my house,
You got to get your hair cut.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that, man.
Okay, so I did want to ask, like, what do you guys look for in when you're hiring people? What do you look for? Like, just the fact that they're a good barber, maybe they have a big following. Like, what exactly are you looking for?
For me, it doesn't matter if they cut good or not, because I could teach them anybody how to cut. For me, it's work ethic and the way they carry themselves and how they were raised. Like I could tell if they're raised by somebody good or somebody bad, and I could tell that from just 5 minutes of talking to the cat. You know, if I'm gonna get along with these guys or not. So that's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
He does the hiring, so
Oh, he does the hiring? Okay.
I do all the hiring.
What is that? Like, what's the balance between what you guys do? Like, what is your job? What is your job? Because you do the hiring.
I'm operator.
You're
try
operator,
to-
okay.
He's more on the finance type of thing.
We probably should. That's another business thing that we're learning. We probably should assign roles better.
Yeah.
Like, you handle this, I handle this.
Yeah.
But we do fill every shoe as co-owners here. We pick up what one needs off. If you're having a bad day, then I'll handle this.
Yeah.
I'm having a bad day, you handle this. But it's for hiring for sure because he is a barber, he is experienced, and he is trying to create a team that we can go to that next level as a barber shop. He does handle the hiring. Like that was always been the point. Like, I mean, you saw there was earlier today. I think we had an interview,
Yeah.
and I was like, Matt.
Yeah.
Because that's how you find out, man.
Yeah, and he's done an excellent job. I mean, I love everybody here, except Edgar, but that's okay.
Fuck. You guys
What,
heard it here, people.
How do you guys like make money as barbershop owners? Like, how does that actually work? Like,
You
Yeah.
don't make no money.
like how do you make money? Are you guys
In
are
any
you guys
business-
profitable right now?
Any
Because
business, there's expenses, there's reserve, there's getting back the initial investment. There's a lot of factors, and then just your your overhead. But you make money. I guess what's come to find out is we're not in the business of selling haircuts. I guess it's almost like real estate. You're renting booths.
right.
So you kind of maxed out. There is a window.
Oh.
I guess with commission you could push more on
Maximize
that.
it
But the
more.
great barbers don't want commission, and we want the great barbers. So it's like, yeah, we'll raise some people in house. They'll start off commission, but that's more to get them on their feet, not necessarily to make a big ass profit. So you need multiple locations, is what we're finding out. We'll need to do more than one, but how do you replicate? If you're building a team, there's only one champion. It's
True.
not like you have 2 trophies. So if we're building 4 shops, are they all going to be great? That's going to be the new dilemma.
Yeah.
Can you-
Is that the goal to build
for
multiple
sure?
shops?
I think
4
we
to
decided
5.
we'll definitely do a number 2. I think we decided, but right now there's no number 2 until we perfect this
We
one.
gotta do this
We
first.
can't be. Our mind focus has to be
Has to
here.
be one step at a time.
But when we do number 2, it's like we're definitely gonna have to steal people from here to do number 2. Because again, how are you gonna replicate? If you are the greatest, how are you gonna do 2 of them? You can't.
True.
It doesn't make sense.
Is it hard opening up barbershops? Like, is it hard, or not opening up barbershops, but finding barbers? Like, is that hard? Because
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a
I
good
think
question.
a lot of barbershops wish they can find barbers. I don't know how Max does it.
Max,
Yeah,
I
where
know
do-
you
how
did
do
all
you-
the
how do you
hiring.
find
How
barbers?
did you do it?
yeah,
It's tough, man. It's a lot of digging. It's a lot of research. Most of these guys I've known for a long time. Some of the guys were most word of mouth. You know, I hire him and he'll be like, hey, you got a boy that's good, a good fit? Like, yeah, I got my boy Angel. All right, cool. Bring him over. You know,
Shout
so
out
that's
to
kind of how it
Angel.
went.
Yeah, shout out
I think
Angel,
the hardest
man.
part is finding
Sure.
barbers who are licensed and have everything to par, like all the legal shit, you know, good. That's the hardest part because they can be a great person, great barber.
But just without the paperwork,
Without the
you're
paperwork.
not. You're nothing.
A lot of people, too, if you're doing good where you're at, you're not going to jump. You're like, my clients are happy.
Yeah.
My pockets are happy. I may not like the shop, but your money's right and your clients are happy. You're not going to jump. So a lot of people, once they find their spot, they're there. They're stuck there. So it's like, how are you going to get them? It's almost like they're in a contract.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can't- You got to wait till you're
Yeah.
a free agent, right?
How does that work? Like, is there a contract? Because do barbers rent month to month
Week
or
to week.
Week to week.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh, week to week?
Yeah,
Every
so
Friday.
that's also on a business side. It kind of sucks because, like, what if you have like 5 people quit 1 week?
Yeah.
Which can very well happen.
Which could happen,
Maybe
yeah.
they're moving to Denver.
Uh,
You know, it's not just it's not but hey, my life is taking me to Denver. I'm out.
Hey,
And it's
man.
from 1 week to the next. So we got to prepare for
sure.
that. So we definitely need like a bench, right? Like hey, when we
The
got a spot,
reserves.
I'ma
do you guys
call
have a bench right now?
Yeah,
we got a few.
I got a
and
big bench.
There's a lot of people who are scared to make the initial jump, and I think after the next few months, then they're gonna be ready. And then so if there's an opening, they'll get the call, and we'll see if they're really ready. But I mean, Max does a good job at that.
Is that bench kind of also for potentially moving those people to a second location, or is it just it's kind of for all?
yeah, it's
Probably
all
just
of
for
it?
here, because
Well,
a second location, let's just say hypothetically, it's in LA or Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna go there. Ain't no
Okay.
one commuting to Vegas.
I doubt we're
Yeah.
doing
So you
that,
gotta
kind of
grow
expand.
locally.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's like if it's local, yeah, then for sure they're ready for a second location, and we'll ask them to join the second location. But I don't think we're gonna be locally because again, then we're competing with ourselves. And
Yeah.
if we're claiming to be the best, but then you got 1-2 blocks down the road, like what the fuck? How are you the best?
You got one literally right down the street. I was talking to Edgar. He said that they had kind of gotten maybe a little frustrated at y'all because there's a
Yeah.
barbershop right down there, right? Like a
There's
few
one in-
doors down.
Yeah, there's one in this center, which it seems like it's in the same center, but technically, I guess it's a different shopping center. But
Okay.
we're all in the same parking lot.
Yeah,
But,
because when I first pulled up, I pulled up to that one. I was like, "What the hell is this?
You're like,
Like, this does not look like the pictures."
they
You got
me.
catfish.
Yeah.
Like an Instagram,
You got
like
caught.
an Instagram
You got
chick.
caught lacking with the
That was a
ad.
filter. You put a filter on your shop. No, they're cool.
got
They're cool
about-
because they're like a classic, like, you know, your
About 10 minutes.
older gentleman. Look, you got a cut coming.
Yeah, I got about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Guys. Yeah.
No problem.
They're just a classic shop. They offer a $20 haircut, like military style. Probably. I never walked in, but some of our clients go there and they're happily telling them to come here. There's no sourness. And then again, like if our price point's not right or this isn't the atmosphere for you,
Then
then
we
we
could just
recommend
go
them.
next door.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
They'll get you right there. So it's.
Nah,
I
you're
think
not
it's
gonna be
different
right back over
clientele. This is
I'm
more
getting a
of
phone call.
new age.
Right here.
here. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
But
Oh, it's actually, hold on. Yo, Victor. Hey, I'm on a podcast right now. Say hello.
we can find out if we get your twist over here done.
Okay, this is our braid artist here. Okay, so we have a question from our interview. He wants to know if you do dreads or retwists.
I'll do retwist. I won't do starter locks anymore. It's too much time, and I basically lost my fingertips to it, my fingerprints to it. But
Okay.
I do refer. I always refer people out to a loctician in the area for locks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. Thank you. That's all I just wanted to ask. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
That's a great example of spreading the word.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She's
saying?
awesome, dude.
She's
We
one of
all
the
eat,
greats,
man.
She's team
You guys
player
got
for
to
sure.
watch. If whoever's watching the podcast, you got to watch her too. If that's what you get, braids, twists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, it's,
I'm gonna put everyone's links and everything
yeah.
in the bio and stuff
Shout out
too.
Mimi.
So
Yeah, for sure. Shout out me. She gets down.
I think
That's-
she'll be doing a lot of famous people here soon, and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
we'll
No
probably
doubt.
lose her to her next venture of being great.
And that's
so.
that's what we want as
Yeah,
as
exactly.
owners. That's what we want. We want people to do their own thing after here. They don't want them. We don't want our people to go to another shop. I always tell these guys,
Yeah,
you gotta
open
be
their
living
own
here,
shop
you're doing your
or-
own thing.
excel to the next level.
Yeah.
right.
Which is business owners.
So we'll be D1,
Yeah.
and then you go to the
And then you
You're
go
in
to the
the-
league.
See, now you're
Okay.
talking his language
Yeah,
now.
See, now he's starting to understand real quick.
Right.
For sure.
Real quick, I did want to go over like your guys' social media and how you guys expanded that. It seems like you guys went from, it's been just a few months and you already have like 1,000 followers.
Oh yeah, like 3
How do you guys
months.
build
We
that?
did go crazy.
I'll be honest.
I think the
These
likes,
guys have a lot to do with that.
I think the
Yeah, I
likes,
feel like word of mouth. That's what it was, cause you know we
everybody
just-
likes the likes.
Yeah, we started doing our like collab. You know how Instagram you collab the post.
Mm-hmm.
So we just collab it with the page, and you know our
Everybody
people
has
just
a dope following too.
Yeah.
So imagine you have a team where you post something, you have your followers, but then like there's 9 people who say they all have 1,000. That's 9,000, and that's instant reach. And you know how that goes with the algorithm; it just spreads.
For real. Yeah.
So it goes off. Out of any Instagram I've ever started, or any like business socially, like on social media I've started, this has definitely grown at the most
Yeah, for
rapid
sure.
rate.
Still growing.
So
Every
it-
day
Yeah.
I'm getting more and
Which
more.
is very cool, and I'm curious because it doesn't give you crazy ass details, but I'm curious of like how far that reaches. Like, are people in Australia looking at our shit?
Right.
I'm pretty sure they
I
show
think
you
they
on
do
the
have
map. Yeah, I
insights
think
and
they showed
everything.
you like
Does
the
it? I
map,
gotta
like
look
where
at
they're
that,
looking at
'cause-
you from.
Yeah, I'm
For
curious.
sure.
Are they
Before we
flying
finish
out for a
up,
haircut?
Yeah.
yeah, what's your guys' influence? What made you guys want to become like owners of a barbershop? What has influenced you guys in your life individually to become
go first,
owners
Rick.
and be your own boss?
Who's going first?
You can
You
go
going
first.
first.
I mean, in any business that I've always wanted to own businesses, multiple. You have to have multiple sources of income. Any business I've wanted to kind of dabble in, I wanted them to be able to link up with the other. So like my fashion, for instance, I feel like that can easily fit in here and not compete. I'm not stealing from somebody getting a haircut just because they're gonna buy a shirt. 2 different industries. You can buy the shirt, wear the shirt. Say it's a Friday night, you getting a fresh haircut, you need a fresh shirt. You're going out, boom, they go hand in hand. So all my businesses that I am gonna dabble in the future, I want them to be able to integrate into one where they kind of can help promote each other and they can steal clients from each other so that each startup becomes easier and easier because you have this platform now, your own marketing, your own agency, your own customer base that you can kind of just dip in. Like throwing it out there, if we start a water brand, which I want to start a water brand.
Like just water, like actually just
Water.
selling water.
Just
Okay.
bottled
Just
water.
some bottle of water.
Just want to sell cool water.
That says
Everybody
and scale on
Atmos
there.
water.
Not Atmos. It'll be something different, but
Yeah.
it's just if we have to give water out, it's a courtesy thing. So, and it actually is a requirement on the state board for a barbershop. You have to have consumable water or whatever the word is.
Something.
Yeah, it's weird. But anyways,
gotta
if we
have
started a water brand, that's not going to steal from here. And since we have to have water, it's kind of an expense for the shop.
Right.
Integrates. And then selling cool water is something different. Everything's all fitness based. Like, oh, we got electrolytes. We got this. What
Yeah,
if you're
for
just
sure.
the dope water? Like, if you like water and you just want to have some swag with your water, somebody sees, like, say you pick up a girl, she sees an empty water bottle. It's Arrowhead. She'll be like, oh, let's go drink an Arrowhead.
But they see fucking Atmos
But if
water.
you're seeing whatever that water brand is, oh, he got style. He got
Yeah.
It's like with
spent a little
Fiji, you know what I'm
extra.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
Fiji.
if you drink that Fiji, it's
Right,
like
and then you go to the
bougie.
club, you know, they sell water. You go to EDC, they sell water. What if our
For
water
sure.
was there too as like the expensive water? You got the dollar water or you got this water?
That's a
right?
competitive business.
It is, and it's a big
Yeah.
industry. So, but that's my like mindset on any business I want to dabble in. I do want them to be able to feed off each other to where it's not like, because, you know, I don't want to compete with.
Yeah, it's a
anything
lot of
else I have.
competition out there, man.
Right. What about you, Edgar? As far as what influenced you to become a barber?
The lifestyle, man. The lifestyle, because I mean, I used to wake up early, bro. I used to wake up at 6. I had to be at the restaurant at 6, and it takes a toll on your body, bro. You know, and just being on someone else's, clock is just, I was like, nah, it's not for me. So honestly, the lifestyle, man. I would say the lifestyle. The money comes. I feel like the money comes with it, but you just got to build it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're cutting fresh and you just continue cutting fresh, like the money's gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like it goes back, like, why make someone else rich when I can make myself rich? You know what I'm saying? Be on my own schedule. Like, it's a blessing. Honestly, it's a blessing that I wasn't able to return that to my 9 to 5s. And if I want to take a day off tomorrow, best believe I'm gonna take my day off tomorrow, man. It's, you know, that's what I like. I just like the freedom. Me personally, I live by the rule of I have no rules. No one can tell me what to do. 'Cause, I mean, own boss. I mean, besides, you know, working here with them, you know, but like besides that point, like, you know, like,
Edgar's still young.
yeah, I'm still,
He's still learning.
I'm still learning, bro.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, I'm learning as I go. I've only been cutting hair for a year and a couple months. And, you know, I'm learning as I go, you know, trying to be more professional, trying to build clientele, trying to talk to my clients a little bit more, get to know them a little bit personal. But it's just, it takes time, bro. Honestly, it takes time, and you got to be patient. That's one thing I learned with this. You know, you got to be patient. And when it comes, it comes. You know, when you're ready to shine, just make sure you shine as bright as you can. You know what I'm saying?
This is a good gateway into becoming your own business owner.
This is like the best, like honestly, the best, like just the format of it to extend yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hopefully, eventually, you know, I do want to own my own barbershop. So, I think from here, it'll just go onto my own barbershop. Yeah.
We got advice for you.
Well,
I like that, man.
you know, I've seen,
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
I like that.
I'm learning off you know, from them. You know, I'm very close to both of them, so I see the shop, and I'm, you know, they give me advice, and I just gotta keep that advice, you know, put it in a little safe in my brain, and just whenever the time comes, bro, I know eventually I'm gonna have to shine, just collecting information, and when the time comes, just go off, bro. Yeah, man. What about you, Max? How you feel?
What was the question?
Your influence, like what influenced you to get into this?
To get into barbering or to get into
Get
owning a
into
barbershop?
the ownership of it, really.
The ownership. So the ownership, what influenced me is just I have my boy, my old barber, which I told you. Shout out JJ, J2Nice on Instagram. He was my barber for a long time in high school, and I watched him grow from cutting hair in a, you know, little tiny shop, and now he owns, I think, 3 or 4 locations over there in the high desert. And I looked up to him a lot, and he's the one that got me started in the barbering pretty much. He gave me some good advice when I was getting started, and he opened up his shops, and I was like, man, this guy's killing it, like, you know. So I told myself, if he could do that, I could do that.
Facts.
And I like the way he carries himself. I like the way he treats his employees more like family, you know. I love what the vibe they got going on over there. There's a lot of competition going on over there right now, but, you know, the real ones, no heavy hitters. Barbershop, that's the go-to spot to go, and he built that. So that's something that I wanted to kind of carry on, you know, and I wanted to create my own legacy, you know. I had never really had much. I didn't come from much. I wasn't really meant to be much, especially from the family that I came from. So this is my time to give something down to my kids. Since
Think that put a chip on your shoulder coming from humble beginnings?
it never put a chip on my shoulder. Even till this day, I eat at freaking Del Taco, you know. I'm not, you know, I'm not wearing the flashy chains. I mean, look at me right now. I'm wearing a faded shirt, you know. I'm not into all that flashy shit. I'm not into that. As far as a chip on my shoulder, I wouldn't call it a chip. I would just say it's more confidence. You know, there's a kind of a difference between the two. And I think I'm confident enough to say, hey, I'm able to pass down this knowledge to the next cat that is in the same position I was 5, 6 years ago, and I can pass it down to them. And it's really just for my future kids, for my grandkids. I'm trying to break that generational curse that's been going on in my family. So I definitely want to, you know, I want to make my family proud at the end of the day and give all glory to God, to the man above. So
For sure,
with
man.
that said, you know, that's I'm gonna wrap that up. You know, that's this is just the beginning of
Something
more
great.
big. Yeah, exactly. So,
For sure. I mean, you guys are just a few months in. Like, who
Yeah.
knows?
Early.
Who knows what?
It'll be cool.
What it could
if
be.
we
2
did
months.
another podcast, maybe 6 months, 8 months, whatever down the road to
Yeah.
have that
No,
progress,
yeah,
and
for
show
sure.
the progress
but
report.
We're gonna grow,
Who
man.
knows
We're
where
gonna
that'll
go.
be. Exactly with the podcast too.
For
we
sure.
might go 8 months down the road. This might be the biggest fucking shit on the internet.
It
And
could
so it's
be,
like
man.
when we rejoin, I mean, it'll be,
That'd be cool.
it'll be
Like
dope
this
to see.
setup right here is
On
it's
both
worth $1
sides.
million. It's just
Yeah.
putting in that work.
Right.
You know, a lot of
And
people
getting
would
in-
look at it and just
Getting our audiences and getting out together, growing. Just
And I
growing.
want to thank you again. Shout out to Barber Podcast.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out to all our viewers. I wanna
The
thank
Baller
you.
Pod, the
Yeah,
Baller Pod.
Baller,
man.
shout out to
Yeah.
Baller Pod,
my
man.
fault.
You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
The Baller Pod. Shout out Baller
Bro,
Pod.
Yeah, I'm
apart
gonna
from
have
that,
to
you gotta
design- I'm gonna
shout
have to
out
design
my
a
Thanks
boy
for having
Zeke.
us.
Okay,
my
yeah.
boy
sure.
Zeke. You know, thank you for having us on here. Thank
That
you for
shit
coming into the
is
shop and
mad
taking
love,
time out of your
bro.
day.
What we need to do too is we need to go to a game.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go win a
As
game,
soon as I
man.
commit, as soon as I commit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
whenever
You
you're
guys are
there,
there.
just know I'll wear your
I'll be
jersey
going
number,
squad
bro.
with you.
I'll be there,
That'd be
bro.
dope.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, I'll be your coach. I'll be like,
Man.
get your ass in the
Hey,
game,
yeah.
man.
On
Like,
our
This
stomachs.
you know,
I'll be your coach.
I'll be your coach.
Drop
you
it,
know?
give me
Too many
50.
white spots for this guy.
Man.
You cut off. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, y'all. Yeah, nah, for real though, appreciate it.
Yeah.
For y'all hopping on. Is there anything like you guys want to finish up with? Maybe like some advice for someone who's kind of in your position, wanting to start a business.
Scared
Something
money
like that.
makes no money.
Yeah,
That's
just
the
do
best
it.
one
You
right
have
there.
To jump in. A lot of people are gonna
Just
tell
start.
I would
For
just
real.
say
You have
don't
to just
compare
start.
yourself to others. That's the biggest thing. Don't compare yourself to others. You know, there's a lot of like people on social media. They only show the positives. They don't show the
Yeah, they don't show
negatives.
negatives.
So don't compare yourself to other people. You don't know how they got it. You know.
Yeah, it may look pretty on
Exactly.
social media.
Yeah,
It's not pretty,
but
and that's
nah,
okay.
it's just what people
Just
want.
keep
Definitely
going. Don't
okay.
quit. There's gonna be times when you want to put down the clippers and never pick them up again. And just keep going. That's the main thing I'm
that's
gonna
for
tell you.
sure.
Just keep going because you're always gonna wonder what if you kept going. Where are you gonna be at 5-10 years from now? From then,
Facts.
if you would have quit.
Facts.
You
And
know?
if anything was easy, bro, everybody
Everybody
would be
would be
rich.
Yeah.
Everybody own this.
Hold on, I do want to say, for all the people watching, your only competition is yourself, and that's the best way you're gonna grow.
You heard it from everybody.
That's it. That's nice and simple. I'm done. I'm out of here. It was nice meeting.